Garlic calamari. Garlic bread.
Garlic sandwich.
I like that. I got 5.
Oh.
Hey, I'm Anthony.
Hi, I'm Shikira.
And we're best friends in search of the roads less traveled.
As we make our way across California.
We are in search of the campiest
that
this great state has to offer. Next stop,
the campiest
of California's Central Coast. Where did your fascination with Bigfoot all begin?
Well, it began way back when I was a child. I saw a Bigfoot.
What?
But that's a whole story unto itself. Sightings of unidentified hairy bipeds have been made all over the planet. Every continent has a version or two. So then here's some ancient things to show that people have been talking about this for centuries. And then we shift to pop culture. And I'll tell you something, for something that doesn't exist, it certainly has had a major effect on artists, musicians, and so forth.
Well, thank you so much for bringing us in here and talking to us a little bit and telling us a little bit about the history of Bigfoot. I'm sure we learned a lot today.
Well, I crammed a lot into a short session.
I mean, we were laser focused.
Yeah, it was so much fun.
All right, it is rolling in. Thank you, Willie, for a great job on the trackside. 85.5 points for Doherty and about the same in the sheep riding, I think. Holy cow. They brought their riding pants tonight.
Welcome. Beautiful spot you got. So how long you been doing this for, my friend?
20 years here.
20 years
20
here.
years.
20 years here at the California Rodeo.
20 years here. So do you do it anywhere else? Do you tour all around other
All
areas?
over the country.
Awesome, awesome. So what do you think is is this the funnest rodeo in the country, would you say?
Definitely one of the funnest, probably one of the friendliest.
What got you into this? Was it being at a rodeo as a kid and you're like, I want to do that?
No, actually, I am first generation and I didn't start rodeo till after high school. And here's the difference between professional rodeo and any other professional sport. There's no timeout on the field, right? Because the animals don't know. They keep going, so there's nobody who can blow a whistle and say, stop!
Right.
So every night's action-packed and you can never know what to expect.
And we're at the Morro Bay Skate Museum with my friend Jack here. We're gonna check out these skateboards. I noticed you have a plethora of skateboards here.
We do. So skateboarding has been around, I think, since the 20s and 30s. It got popularized in the late 50s, early 60s by the surf crowd. That was the first go-round. 1972 is when you started seeing the urethane wheel. A guy named Frank Nasworthy came up with the idea of putting urethane wheels on skateboards, and it changed everything. First, it started out people riding hills, and then eventually somebody discovered, oh, let's try riding this empty pool. This is one of our really special boards in the museum. It's a skateboard once owned by John Lennon from the Beatles. The quick story, John bought it in 1964 when he was on tour, went home to England, quickly discovered he didn't have very good balance. And I'm sure the manager of the Beatles said, no, you're not gonna ride that and break your hands and not be able to play the guitar.
Liability.
Exactly. What you can't see is on the bottom, all 4 Beatles wrote their first name in crayon.
No way.
It's really faded now.
Welcome to your ride!
Two. Get out of here, guys. Two. Glassworks,
Ice cream!
Photo Op, Pottery Studio.
Painted cow!
Woo!
Yep. That's a fact.
This is the vacation estate of newspaper publisher William Randolph Hearst. He's building this to entertain, so he loves inviting people up to come up and enjoy a weekend or a short vacation with him. There's lots to do when you're a guest here. He loves entertaining, so there's horseback riding and pool swimming and tennis, all kinds of things to do.
Shall we start here?
Yeah, why don't we head on over to the main house?
The main house. All right.
But aptly named Casa Grande, the big house. So it has 6 levels to it.
Is it all stairs? Or?
There is an elevator. So the former First Lady of the United States, Grace Coolidge, got stuck in that elevator once for about half an hour. She was going up to her room to get something while everyone was eating lunch. As she was coming down, the elevator stopped. And the previous evening, Mr. Hearst had taught his guests how to yodel. So she tried yodeling to get everyone's attention. She said it didn't help, no one heard her. So she sat down, she started knitting. Half an hour later, she went back to lunch and she said no one had noticed she was gone. So I will bet you $1 that former President Calvin Coolidge got in a little bit of trouble for not noticing his wife was missing for over half
I will
an hour.
bet you $4.
Yeah, right?
Richard, thank you so much for taking us on this tour.
Seriously amazing, man. Thank you so
Certainly.
much, dude.
Thank
The
you for
most
coming up.
Beautiful castle.
Yeah, it was lovely having you up here
It's a
today.
ranch.
The
Just a
most
little ranch.
beautiful
That's right.
vacation ranch home I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, come see us again sometime.
This place is called Nitwit Ridge. The man who built the place, his name was Art Deal. But the nickname he was really known for is Captain Nitwit. He built this place out of junk or stuff he collected, where he was the town's garbage man. For 30 years, the county paid him to pick up the trash. He had the perfect job. He's a trash man. And to me, this is important as Hearst Castle. William Randolph Hearst was spending all that money. Back in the days, my grandparents were a little bit more like Art Beale. They had to make do with what they had as most people. That's what I really like about this place.
It's incredible. All the places we visited
We saw some amazing spots
and witnessed some breathtaking sunrises.
and ate some incredible food.
But what will stick with me the most is the people.
The gallant purveyors and stewards of pop culture,
Kitschy conservationists.
unapologetic artists. They're holding up their own special corner of California.
I don't think you can explore a state without meeting the people who make it great.
I believe the only way to experience California is by doing it on a road trip.
I believe you haven't really seen a big tree until you've driven through one.
I believe there's gold hidden all over California. You just need to take the time to look for it.
I believe you can build a palace out of marble, pennies, or paint.
and I believe we'll finally find Bigfoot.
I'm down to continue this amazing road trip, but I don't really want to sit in the woods.
But I don't think you've truly seen California until you've seen Bigfoot.
Why don't we go to San Francisco first?
Whatever keeps us on the road.